Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bully. Today I am going to show you guys how to build an online course website using LearnPress and WordPress. Alright, with that being said, let's jump right in. Here's the final look that we're gonna get. Your online course may look different from mine if you use a different WordPress theme. I'll be using Ocean WP. We will create a course, some lessons, and a quiz using PayPal as a payment method. I will also show you how to embed a video lesson in your course. I'll walk you through on how to set up the settings and customize the template a little bit. Alright, there are 3 simple steps to create an online course using LearnPress, and LearnPress is one of the well-known management systems that you could add to your WordPress website to sell online courses. It's free and easy to use. Let's get started with step number 1, install the plugin. Alright, let's go to the back end of your website. Click plugins. Scroll up to the top and click add new. Go to the search box to type LearnPress. That is the plugin that we're gonna install. LearnPress WordPress LMS plugin. Click install and then click activate. Next, click the quick setup button on top. And then click the button that is called Run Setup Wizard. And then click the Here link on top to create pages automatically. For these pages, you could also use the Create New button, but we're gonna use the Here link to make our life easier. And then click the Continue button at the bottom right. Enter your PayPal email address right here for the live mode. And then select your currency from the drop-down box. There are so many options here. My currency is US dollar. And then click the Continue button once everything looks good. Let's go back to the dashboard. We are gonna go over some settings. Click LearnPress menu on the left panel. It will direct you automatically to courses. This menu has 3 tabs. Courses. The second tab is course categories. You could create any categories you like here, and a select tag. Let's click LearnPress to go back to courses again, and the third tab is for course tags that you could add any tags right here. Let's click LearnPress link again, and let's go to lessons. Here are the lessons that we created with the wizard previously. We will come back here later on. The next menu is quizzes. And the next one is questions. Questions are based on quizzes. We're gonna come back to this section later on to finish all these questions. The next one is orders. This is a fake order that I just did some testing. If you have any orders, you will see all the details of your orders right here under this menu. And the next one is statistics, that you could see all the graph for all the general information right here. And the next tab is for users. You will be able to see a graph right here. The next one is for courses. Right now, I don't have any information. It's only on my demo store. And the last tab is for orders. The next menu is add-ons. Right now, I don't have any get more. I have 0. The next tab is for the installed. I I have 0. And the last tab is for themes. They're not free though. You have to buy a theme right here. Well, you don't have to buy any themes right here. You could use any other free themes. I just want to show you guys real quick what type of themes they have. And the next one, or the last menu, is tools. There are 3 tabs under tools. The first one is for course data. It's to reset your course progress and reset user progress, and to reset item progress for a user. The next one is for database. You can create database indexes and clean data system. And the last one is for templates. Right now, I just use Ocean WP Child, but you could override this template with something else if you want to. Last, let's go back to the settings menu. Let's take a look at the general tab first. Just leave all the pages options here as default. Log out, redirect drop down right here. You could select whatever you want, but I'm gonna select home page, home right here, and scroll down a little bit to check on the currency settings. Everything looks good, or you could change any currencies that you are selling to. And once everything looks good, just click the Save Settings button at the bottom. Then scroll up a little bit to click Courses to go to the next tab, the Courses tab, and keep the settings as following. And scroll down a little bit to the redirect when finished course. You want to leave it blank here if you want the user to go back to the main courses page. Scroll down a little bit more to another section that I want to point something out, like here. Make sure you select this option because the URL is friendly. Once everything looks good, just click the Save Settings button at the bottom. In the next tab is Profile. Right here, make sure you check Enable Login Form. Want to make sure every student has to log in or register an account in order to enroll in a class. And then also check display name right here, add the Enable Default Fields. Other than that, scroll down and leave the rest of the settings the same. And then click the Save Settings button at the bottom once everything looks good. Let's go to the next tab, which is Payments. Right here, there are 2 tabs under the Payments. This one is General, and the other one is PayPal. And you can change the URL slug to add a custom slug right here. For example, I just replace the LP as course instead. You could do whatever you want here as long as the slug is user friendly. And you could click PayPal link right here, or you could click the link on the left. It will direct you to the next tab, which is PayPal. And then make sure you add the PayPal email address in the first box, and also check the box to turn on the sandbox mode for testing on, and add the sandbox email address in the last box. Once everything looks good, just click the Save Settings button right there. Let's go to the next tab, which is Emails. In this section, there are so many email templates that you can edit or modify to fit your branding. In the first box is for your website name, and the footer text box is for your website name also, or whatever text that you want to add at the end of your email message. Scroll down a little bit more and you will be able to see a bunch of email templates here that you can customize or edit to fit your branding. Let's click the Manage button right here for the new order. This template is for the admin, or you could click on each menu on the left. Let's click the manage button here. This email template will be sent to an admin of the website whenever you have a new order. You could change the subject in that box or the email heading in that box, and this is the box for the description that you can modify the message right here, and also check that box to notify. There are also shortcodes at the bottom of the description box that you could click on to add to your email message right here, and then you just click one of them, whatever you want to customize your email template to be. Once everything looks good, just click the Save Settings button at the bottom, and you can go through each email template yourself. And the next tab under the new order is for the instructors, and the next tab is for the user that you could customize the email template as well, and the last tab is for a guest. So you have a lot of work to do if you want to customize all the email templates to fit your branding. Just take your time to go through all of them. I'm not gonna go through all of them in this tutorial. Let's check out the advanced tab. Right here, you could change the colors of the banner of the main page of your courses. The first one is for primary color. And let me show you something real quick. Right now, the primary color is kind of orange, and the secondary color is kind of purple. So I'm gonna change these colors right now. Just change the hex code right here into something else if you have a customized code for yourself or for your branding, or you just click on any colors as you could see here from the template. I'm gonna change this secondary color to this pinkish pink color. Once everything looks good, just click the Save Settings button. Alright, let's go to the front end to check out how we change things or the colors. Let's click on courses, click on this class, and there you go. I got my banner pink. I changed the banner to pink, and my primary color is kind of orange. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful somehow, so you can help other people to find my content too. I would appreciate your support a lot. Thank you. Last, step number 3, create a course. Okay, let's go back to the wizard to set up a course real quick. Click create a new course button right here, and you will be under the section of courses right here, or under the LearnPress main menu. Add a course title right here in that box. Make sure it's user-friendly so it will be more searchable on the internet also. Once done, let's move on to adding a course description in the box right here. I will just copy and paste all the dummy text right here for a demo purpose only. Don't forget to add course text right here on the right section, so it will be more searchable for the internal usage. And click add or just press enter. Don't forget to add or set a featured image so that you have a good image to show on your website what type of course or your course will look like to attract the audience or the students. You can also click the add media button to add a picture in the course description. It's up to you, just play around. And the next section is for the details of the course. Just click into that box right there and to add a name of each section right here. In this case, I'm gonna add lesson 1 just for an example. You could add whatever you want, and then just click the plus sign right there to name each lesson, whatever you want it to be. And then you could click the button to add an item such as a quiz, or just press enter to add another lesson. If you click on each item, you will see more icons on the right, so you could either delete the item or edit the item or just even hide it. Let's delete this item and create a new one instead. Just click into that box to create a new lesson and just type whatever you want here. Once done, just press the enter and then you'll be done. Alright, once done, just scroll down a little bit to the bottom to go over the course settings. In the first tab, it is called General, and you could adjust or select whatever you want here for the class duration. In this case, if it's 12 weeks or days or month, whatever you want. If you set 0, it's for lifetime access. Let's set 0 here for an example. And then make sure the box to block content, block courses after student finish the course. Let's uncheck that box. We want lifetime access. And for the level, you could select beginner, intermediate, or advanced, whatever you want here. And you could add some fake student enrolled numbers right here. It's just for a social proof mostly. And the next one is the max student. Set 0 for unlimited and set the number how many times a student can retake the course. Set 0, it's for they could retake the course as many times as they like. And then scroll down to the bottom to uncheck the allow comments. We don't want any comments at all. And let's go to the next tab, which is pricing. Right here, you can set a regular price. This is the original price, but for the next box is for a sales price, which will become an actual price that a student will pay. And the next tab is for extra information. You could click the button right here to add information right here. What's the requirements are to take this course. In this case, I'm gonna add no requirements. And for the next one is for the target audience. I would say for anyone. For the next section is for the key features. Just add something right here, WordPress or whatever. And the next one is for facts or frequently asked questions. You could click the add more button to add each question. Alright, let's go to the next tab, which is assessment. There are many options right here that you could choose. Even though if you want to go with the default setting, it's fine too. It will evaluate via lessons. If you need more information, just click on the question mark icon at the end of each option, and then you will be able to read more details about each option. And then I will leave the passing grade as 80% as default. Unless you have different percentage in mind, you could do whatever you want right here. Let's go to the last tab, which is Other. As of right now, it's only me as one user in the system. Once everything looks good, just scroll to the top to click the Publish button. By the way, if you want to support my channel, I add all the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. Alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, next, let's finish creating a lesson. Let's click Lessons. On the left panel, let's click the first one. We need to add description right here. Let's add a dummy text for now for the demo store, and then just click the update button on the right. And then let's click back on the lessons to go through all the lessons that we added previously while we created a course. And then right here, we can select the lesson formats as video. And then you could add a video link inside the description box like this. And then click on the update button. Once it looks good, let's go back to the quizzes to go through all the quizzes right here. Click the first quiz and then you just add description right there in the box. Click on each question and then you will be able to see all the icons that you can edit or delete. Click or choose a correct answer right here, yes or no, or maybe whatever you added here. Once everything looks good, just click the update button. And let's go to the front end to see the results, how it would look like. Click the course and let's click the continue button right here. And that's the lesson. And then just click the complete once you're done reading it or whatever, and then click yes to confirm it. And then it will redirect you to the next lesson automatically once you click the complete button. And this is the embedded video right here, and then you could click and play the video right here. And then you will see more navigations at the bottom to go to the previous section or the next lesson. And then right here you can also leave a reply or any comments here to your instructor. If you're using a shared web hosting server to host your website, you won't be able to upload a video file to your website directly because it will slow down the website a lot. You will ruin the user experience. However, you may need to consider using a paid plan of Vimeo or have a dedicated web hosting server instead, so the overall performance and privacy of your videos would be the best. Alright, next, let's create a quiz or question. Let's click quizzes. Click the new quiz button on top. To add a new quiz, add a quiz title right here in this box. And then next, add a quiz description in the description box. And then click into that box to create a new question. Type a new question in that box. Once you're done, you could press enter. And then you can start a new question again. And then you will see the section is expanded, that you could pick a type of the question that you want it to be. In this case, let's choose a single choice. And on the left section right here, we can select a correct answer. Let's go with the first one. And then enter each answer choice, whatever you want it to be. Just click into each row. And then you could also select any answer to be the correct answer. And then you can also add more details in that description box to the right panel. And this box is for a hint. You could add a hint if you want to, or you just leave it blank. It's up to you. And the last box is for explanation, and it will be displayed when students click the button check answer. And then you could click the plus icon right there to create another question. And you could pretty much repeat the same step that we did before earlier. Alright, scroll down a little bit to the quiz settings. Right here, you could set a certain minutes, how many minutes you want your students to complete this quiz. You could set 0 for no limit. And then just leave the passing grade as 80% unless you want to be hard on your students, and check the instant check box right there to let your students to check the answers while doing the test. And as for the retake box right there, you could set -1 so the students can retake the test so many times, or whatever, it's up to you right there, and just leave the rest of the settings the same. Once everything looks good, just scroll up to click the publish button. As you could see, this warning message, because we haven't assigned this quiz to a course yet, but we will do this later on in the video. You can also click the questions menu on the left to go through all the questions within a quiz that we just created earlier. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about using the LearnPress plugin to build your own online course website to sell your skills online, and would love to share it with our community. Alright, next, how to buy a course using PayPal. Alright, let's go to the front end. Let's go buy this course. And this is the course. This is how it looks like. The tabs on the top are for the requirements or some other stuff that we added. And this section has some information like curriculum, all the lessons. We also have an overview tab, and you could check on the instructor and the facts section right here. Click the buy now button. You should see the payment, the checkout page with the PayPal payment, and then just follow the instruction to check out. Alright, let's assign a quiz to a lesson. Let's go to the dashboard, click a course, scroll down to the bottom of your course page, and then click the select items button. Make sure you click the tab that is called quiz, and then pick a quiz right here, and then click the add button. There it is. The quiz is assigned to a lesson. Next, let's add a menu for courses. Let's go to Appearance and click Menus, and go to the Search tab to look for courses or course, and then here it is, all courses. Just click all courses and click the add to menu button, and the link is right there. You can arrange this link or menu wherever you want here. It's all courses, or you could change the text or the label right here, and then you can also select an icon for your menu too. Click the save menu button. Once done, let's go to the front end and refresh the page. Here it is. You see the courses menu right there. Just click on the courses. That's the URL for the courses. Alright, next, let's make a course for free. Let's go to the back end, to the dashboard, and click or choose your course. Let's close this out. Scroll down to the bottom to find the course settings, and click the pricing tab right here. Delete all the numbers in the regular price box, and also delete all the numbers in the sale price box. Just leave them blank in the regular price and the sale price boxes. Then click the update button once done. Let's go to the front end to check out the course. Let's refresh the page. And here it is. The course is free now. It has the free letter also. And then over here, it's also free. Just click the Start Now button. And let's see if you're gonna be able to get inside the course. Right here, you could access all the lessons and quizzes right here. Alright, next, let's take a quiz. Alright, let's click on the quiz here. There are about 2 questions, and this is quiz number 1. Just click the start button and just read the question or whatever here and pick an answer. Let's click the check answer button here. All right, it's correct because we added or we picked out that option in the back end. And let's check through here and check the answer here is correct too, and then it has some explanation text right there. Let's click the finish quiz button. Are you sure? And click OK, and then you're done. And then it will calculate all the percentage for you right here, and you passed. You can either retake it again or review the questions again. And then you could click that button again to view the results, and then you will see all the navigation buttons at the bottom of the quiz. And then you could go back to see the result again, and then it will recalculate everything again. And then just click the finish course button on the top and click yes to confirm that you're done with the entire course. Right here, you could see the summary of the course right there, and that's pretty much it. Alright, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you for being here to watch my video. You guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.